What stories do we tell? Why? What are the parts we silence and censor? What are the parts we are ashamed of? If I share these parts, what will people think? I haven't kept any secrets in my life, but I never did talk about it before. But I think at this point in my life, I should talk about it. In a class about life writing, it wouldn't be complete without vulnerability, authenticity, the self, a snapshot of an artist, and the ever-evolving self. When I was 12, I tried to kill myself. My parents didn't want to believe it. Their own trauma caused them to not want to accept, to think that a little girl would have any reason to kill herself. And to an extent, they were right. I have the best parents, gave me a good life on a silver platter, supported everything and anything I wanted to do. And yet, my brain was on fire. I didn't have the words to express the flames. I always felt everything. I felt the pain of the people around me. I felt the pain of the injustices in life. I felt this fucked up system of life we live. And I didn't know anyone who felt the way that I felt, that saw the way that I saw. I'm a sensitive soul, and the side of me that sees and knows protects my soul with a self-destruct switch. I lived with my depression for 3 years, hiding in plain sight. The panic attacks that started at 15 became too much. I was scared at the hyperventilating. The fire began to use all my oxygen. I was called emotional. My cramps were enough to justify the birth control, which was said to help my over-emotionality. The antidepressants and the panic attack medicine added to. Fix the fucked up world by silencing the sensitive. When I was 15, I took a handful of panic attack medication. I hoped I'd sleep forever. I slept for a day. Just really tired, I said. I never told anyone I was trying to die. More different medicine. I was a few weeks from graduating high school when I grabbed a pocket knife in my brother's room and tried. The blade wasn't sharp enough, and then I went for the kitchen knife. I often said that the difference between me and death was a dull knife, but I don't know if I wanted to die. I wanted the pain to stop. I thought it would be better in college. The panic attacks got worse, but I found new ways to curb the pain. I can say a lot that happened in this space, but it's a whole other world and a can of worms. For now, I'll say I found ways to survive. But things can only burn for so long. I had the latest bout of suicidal ideation. I'd been working with a psychologist for 7 years. Tried what felt like everything. I went to Johns Hopkins for a clinic for young adults with treatment-resistant depression. I'd gone because I wanted to try psilocybin treatment to rewire my brain. I spent 4 hours getting picked and prodded and poked, and at the end of the 4 hours they said, "Good news. You don't have treatment-resistant depression. You haven't tried enough medicine." I laughed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The first thing they recommended to me was lithium. Am I a 1950s fucking housewife? They went through a series of recommendations of shit that I should try to fix me. I'm not the thing that is broken in this picture. I finished and submitted the speech I wrote for commencement. They picked me to give the graduation address. Can you believe that? What a joke. What an image they must have of me. I graduated. I got off birth control and my antidepressants. I haven't had a panic attack since. I wonder if the birth control was poisoning me. He tried me on Adderall. What if it was undiagnosed ADHD? I was a classic example of someone who'd fall through the cracks. I'm not convinced that it is. Not just more medicine to silence the sensitive soul inside me. But if it keeps me from wanting to kill myself, at least most of the time, then okay. If it silences the sounds, the clamor, the fire, burning, then fine. I'll take it with an asterisk. It's not me that's broken. It's the system. I didn't mention the body image issues, the fingers I used down my throat, or the trauma, or the therapist who helped me rewire my brain to change my trauma responses to no longer have anxiety, to overcome the PTSD. But why would anyone with such a good life want to kill themselves? I couldn't tell you. But she still feels the pain. She still lives and breathes. And respect for her, because who would I be without her? Here lies the sides of me that live in the darkness. Shine the light.